When she brings up another man, most men instantly assume danger. She likes him. She's comparing. She's warning you. She's losing interest. But in many situations, the deeper truth is this. It's not really about him. It's about you. Your reaction, your confidence, your emotional control, your sense of self. Because sometimes when she mentions another man, she's not revealing attraction. She's revealing pressure. And pressure has a way of exposing what words often hide. It reveals insecurity. It reveals possessiveness. It reveals fear. It reveals emotional discipline. It reveals whether your confidence is real or whether it only exists when nothing threatens it. And that's why this topic matters more than most men realize. Because jealousy itself isn't the real issue. The real issue is what jealousy makes you do. Now let's be clear, not every woman who mentions another man is testing you. Sometimes it's casual, sometimes it's harmless. Sometimes she's just telling a story about work, friends, or life. But when it happens repeatedly, strategically, or with subtle pauses designed to watch your face, that's different. That becomes observation. She's no longer just speaking, she's studying. And most men fail before they even realize the moment mattered. They tense up, they interrogate, they instantly shift energy. Who's that? Why is he texting? What did he want? Do you like him? And in those moments, they often communicate one thing louder than words ever could. I feel threatened. Now let's be honest. Jealousy is human. Feeling something is normal. But uncontrolled jealousy often signals insecurity. Real confidence doesn't mean you never feel discomfort. Real confidence means discomfort doesn't control your behavior. Real confidence doesn't collapse simply because another man exists. Real confidence understands something many insecure men forget. If someone can be pulled away from you by basic attention alone, you never truly had secure connection to begin with. So why does she do it? Why intentionally bring up other men? There are different motives, and understanding the motive changes everything. First, validation. Some women mention male attention because they want reassurance. They may say, "This guy keeps flirting with me," not because they want him, but because they want to know whether you care. They may be asking indirectly, "Do I matter? Do you value me? Can I trigger emotion? Is my presence powerful to you?" Immature? Sometimes, yes, but also deeply human. Second, comparison. This is where it becomes more psychological. She may mention another man's confidence, money, status, or boldness, not always because she prefers him, but because she wants to see how you see yourself. A weak man hears competition and immediately becomes defensive. A strong man hears information and stays centered. He doesn't crumble because another man has qualities. He knows someone else's strengths do not erase his own. Third, control. This is where the jealousy test becomes dangerous. If mentioning another man suddenly makes you chase harder, seek approval, overspend, or compete for position, she learns something valuable. Your emotions can be influenced through insecurity. And once someone discovers they can control your behavior by triggering fear, they may keep using it. Fourth, social proof. Like it or not, being desired by others can increase perceived value. Some women mention other men because attention itself can create scarcity or status. Not always consciously, not always malicious, but it happens. Now here's where most men lose. They assume every mention of another man is a threat, so they overreact or fake indifference, and both often expose instability. Overreaction says, "I'm insecure." Fake indifference says, "I'm pretending." Neither is strength. Real strength is composure. Real strength is observing before reacting. Real strength is emotional control under pressure, because context matters. Did she casually mention a coworker once? Probably harmless. Does she constantly reference specific men while checking your expression? Different story. Does she compare you negatively? Red flag. Does she repeatedly use male attention to provoke insecurity? Pay attention. Patterns always reveal more than isolated moments. Here's a powerful rule. Never react harder than the situation requires. The moment your emotions spike too early, you lose clarity. And when clarity disappears, so does power. So what's the right response? Calm first. Always calm. Not cold, not fake, not passive, just grounded. If she says, "I had so many guys trying to talk to me today," weakness sounds like, "Who were they? What did you say? Were they attractive?" Fake overconfidence says, "I don't care, go talk to them." But strength sounds like attention follows you. Simple, relaxed, unshaken. You acknowledged it without surrendering emotional control. That's powerful. Because confidence rarely needs to prove itself loudly. It's felt through stability. Now let's go deeper. Many men fail jealousy tests not because of her behavior, but because of their own scarcity mindset. They secretly believe they must outperform every other man. They believe confidence means winning. But there will always be someone richer. There will always be someone better looking. There will always be someone funnier in certain moments. If your peace depends on outclassing every competitor, you'll live anxious forever. True confidence comes from knowing your value is not erased by someone else's presence. Insecurity says, "I must defeat him." Confidence says, "I know who I am even if he exists." That mindset changes everything. But let's not confuse confidence with tolerance. If she constantly weaponizes other men to lower your self-worth, that's not harmless testing anymore. That's erosion, and erosion destroys connection. Playfulness is one thing, chronic manipulation is another. Some men become so obsessed with passing every test, they forget to ask whether the person testing them is even emotionally healthy. Sometimes the strongest move isn't passing the game. Sometimes it's refusing to keep playing. Now here's an important truth many people ignore. Sometimes she's not testing jealousy. She's testing emotional stability. She may want to know, does discomfort make you aggressive, possessive, controlling? Can you regulate yourself under pressure? Can you communicate without collapsing? Because emotional safety matters too. And this is where mature men separate themselves from reactive ones. Real strength isn't always silence. Real strength is often calm boundaries. For example, I'm fine with honest conversation, but constant comparison isn't really my thing. Notice the energy. No anger, no begging, no panic. Just self-respect. Many men think power means domination, but often, real power is clarity without chaos. Now let's address bad advice. Some people will tell you to fight fire with fire. Make her jealous too. Mention other women. Play the same game back. And while that may create short-term reaction, it usually creates long-term toxicity. Now both people are manipulating instead of connecting. That's not strength. That's insecurity with strategy. Real power is not becoming better at emotional games. Real power is becoming harder to manipulate in the first place. And sometimes, when disrespect becomes consistent, distance is power. Walking away from repeated emotional games without drama can be one of the strongest moves a man ever makes. Not because he lost, but because peace became more valuable than proving something. So when she brings up other men, the real question often isn't, who is he? The deeper question is, who do you become when challenged? Do you become reactive, desperate, controlling, competitive? Or do you remain observant, calm, and grounded? Because pressure reveals identity. And many men don't lose women because another man appeared. They lose themselves the moment fear takes over. Remember this, your greatest strength is emotional discipline. The ability to remain clear when others expect chaos. The ability to stay centered when discomfort appears. That's rare. That's powerful. And consciously or unconsciously, people often test for it. Because confidence that only exists when life feels safe isn't confidence at all. So next time she mentions another man, don't panic. Don't instantly assume. Don't perform. Listen, observe, assess. Intent matters, pattern matters, context matters, and above all, your response matters most. Because the strongest man in the room is rarely the one reacting first. He's the one who understands what's happening without abandoning himself in the process. And that, more than jealousy, may be the real test.